Tarke here, and today we're doing a Patreon build review for a Herald of Agony Juggernaut. Rudd has given me some nice little words. Let's read his words. Hello, Tarke. Hello, Rudd. I'd like to submit my Herald of Agony Juggernaut for your Patreon review. This is my build as currently is. The character feels tanky enough, but it's lacking a bit of damage, and I'm unsure what to improve besides gem levels. I use Lightning Golem and Holy Relic, but these minions die pretty fast, so I barely use them. My goal for this league is to complete the Atlas and kill Cirrus and the other endgame bosses. I haven't killed Cirrus yet, though I am at Awakening level 7 already. Alternatively, oh, he sent me to some of his other characters that we can have a look at. No, I think Herald of Agony would be the way to go for. Just, if anyone was wondering, his other options were a Stormbrand Archmage Hierophant, very good build. ED Contagion Spellslinger Trickster. I've been curious to try out Spellslinger Trickster for ED Contagion, just automated stuff. League started Zombie Baron Necromancer, solid build. Ball Lightning Sab, solid. And then a Cyclone Facebreaker build. Yeah, I think Herald of Agony is fine. For me, personally, I find Herald of Agony a bit boring. I did play it quite extensively, and I want to say Delve League? I think Delve League. And I did it as a Ranger. I tried both Deadeye and Raider variants. Deadeye was pretty cool because I gave Tailwind to my Herald of Agony, and I was playing in a party with another Herald of Agony guy, and he was champion. So we kind of had like this synergy thing going on. It was kind of cool. But anyway, this is the tree. Before we start changing the routing, there's like a couple of slight point inefficiencies I'll top around at the start here. Let's have a look at the skills and the items. Proj weak, cast damage taken. I don't like having offensive curse and cast damage taken. If you want to get projectile weakness, there are easy ways of getting it. Just manually curse it. It's not that deep. You only need it on bosses. Yeah, no. Conversion, Convocation, sorry, Ancestral Protector, Vol Molten Shell. Really? I don't think the Ancestral Protector is really worthwhile having, is it? I would drop that. I'll do Convocation, Vol Molten Shell, Second Wind, increase duration. I'm gonna have to change his links around a little bit. I would drop the Lightning Golem. Lightning Golem's not really going to do anything for you. Holy Relic, I get why it would be nice to have. You said you were struggling with it staying alive. You could shove it on a high-level cast damage taken, but I would drop the Lightning Golem completely. So you do 21. Cyclone, Fortify, Life Gain on hit, Lesser Poison. I wouldn't actually run Lesser Poison. I would... Oh, you've already got Poison. Okay, yeah, I guess you can run Lesser Poison as that last one then. Herald of Agony, minion damage, Empower, damage for life, Awaken, Vicious Proj, faster attacks in a Lion Eye, so it's a 7 link, he's getting the Pierce that way. War Banner, Flesh and Stone, Dash, could also shove the Dash in with the Vol Molten Shell, and then shove the Convocation in here, Convocation, and then that's come up twice for some reason. Cold Iron Point. Yep. Lionized Remorse. I mean, it's just a bunch of life, but I'd rather run like an Arns or something. Or maybe not Arns, because endurance charges, but... I'll come back to that one. Could also go for Poss minion level helmet for the relics. Otherwise, he's got life Chaos Res. Then poison, faster attacks. One thing you can do, it's something that I did, if you have the open links, is cast and damage taken level 1 ball lightning poison. It's something I did on my old Herald of Agony build. To be fair, though, my old Herald of Agony build was a Quill Rain, Thief's Torment, Rain of Arrows proccing it. So I just had like insane life gain on hit. And the ball lightning was just so that I didn't have to attack as much when I was mapping. But yeah, for bossing, you just held down right click on that build and just cheesed life gain on hit. Life gain on hit cheesing is just OP. Cold Iron Point's good damage. Obviously, you do suffer from the fact that you don't then have a claw, giving you the life and mana on hit, which is like just worth thinking about. You could even just like drop the shield and just dual wield cold iron points. Like if you're gonna like you're using the cold iron point because it gives damage, right? I feel like at that point I'd probably just rather, you know, like double my damage. If I'm gonna like if you're going to use it, then just commit to it. Otherwise, you'll get more survivability from using a life gain on hit claw. You'd probably get more survivability using a life gain on hit claw than you would from having a big life shield. Because you're having to be in that melee range. So yeah. Either go like double cold iron points or just go for a life gain on hit claw, personally. Lana's decision I agree with. I think that's a good pick. The gloves are fine. You could get better Elder Gloves, but they're alright. They've got the poison, they've got the fast tracks, they've got the life. Low movement speed, which sucks, especially since you're cycloning. But good life, good resist. Obviously, just get this, but with better movement speed. Astra Mentis. That's no, you don't need the Astra Mentis. You can like, yeah, you need Dex, but like you can get Dex in other places. If you're really struggling for Dex, easy places to get Dex is something like a Star Conjures. You'd lose some Chaos Res over your current helmet, but not that much. Gives 70 flat dexterity, gives you some attack speed, gives you a bunch of life. And then you can just like wear a Star Conjures and then wear like one item with a bunch of Dex on it, and that's it. You're basically done. So something to maybe think about. But yeah, you don't. It's not that hard to get the Dex up. So let's just say that you just had a, you know, life, Dex, whatever. Just call it an Onyx, and then you can get plus levels. Whoops. Dexterity gems. Because plus level is the main source of all of your damage, so you just want that and then as much life as you can get. Let's just say you had 50 life. Because no, it's just crafted life. Then any missing resist, any missing stats, any whatever. Praxis. You're using the Praxis, I guess, because your mana cost for the Cyclone was getting screwed up. That's the only reason I'd imagine you'd run it. You could just have a minus mana channeling skill, or if you had a claw with mana gain, you wouldn't need the Praxis, so drop that. Circle of Nostalgia is very nice. Gives you... Oh, you're using a bad one. You want one which gives you the reduction and then the damage. I mean, it's still giving you the reduction, it's giving you some Chaos Charge, which is nice, but obviously you'd get a lot more damage if you had one which gave you damage and reduction, but it's fine, I guess. It's a nice belt. Good chunk of Chaos Res. Good chunk of life. Some minion stuff. Hasn't got any life on their side. You'd want life on there. And then, did you have a Lone Messenger? It looks like something weird's going on with your jewels. Lone Messenger is huge. You want Lone Messenger. Which is... this one... minions your house skills deal 25% more damage. Your aura skills are disabled. And what auras were you running? Flesh and Stone. Yeah. To bring up one from earlier, this is one that my friend was playing. He was playing the private league. This was his setup and his gear. And he was doing Herald of Agony damage for life, which is Prodigy, Maim, Pierce. Those are the same as... Wait, were you running Maim? I don't remember if you were. You're running faster attacks instead. Just pull these up appropriately. Right, put Maim in there, that's more deeps. Cycling faster attacks, I've got to hit Fortify. Somehow you relate minion damage, feeding Frenzy Cult, yep. Withering Step. Oh, Withering Step's a good shout. Sorry, I dropped something. Withering Step increases the chaos damage that the bosses will take. I quite like that. Then you have the Flame Dash, Convocation, Flesh Offering, Proj Weak. That's great. Yeah, I would honestly just self-cast Proj Weak. You can use Aspects still. Aspects aren't auras, even with Lone Messenger. So I'd probably try and fit that into the build somewhere. Who's also doing Golden Rule for some easy Chaos Res, which is pretty neat. One thing you can do if you do end up going Saffles is Saffles affects your Chaos Res. I always forget that Saffles affects your max Chaos Res. But you could go Divine Flesh and do something kind of like that. But anyway, let's just tidy up the tree a little bit. Take this full cluster. Right, let's change the way that you route through here. Just gonna... Alright. Okay, so that's the core. You mostly just want redemption because you just care about minions. So you don't really care about any of this shit. Redemption's the most important thing. You don't need minion damage to affect you. If you need the accuracy, fine, but it's kind of whatever. That's the most important thing. You're just really going for the quality of life. You don't need spiritual command. You can take it if you want to. You don't need any of that stuff. So let's work out what was going on here, shall we? So, what do you say? So your cluster jewels are really not that great, so let's redo your cluster jewels. Medium. And what was your large? Don't really look at that. Okay, let's redo your. Yeah, let's redo these completely. Okay. And it's already RT, so we need to change anything like that. Fitness and life node. Let's come across this way. 83. 90. Okay, it's kind of neat. So we got all the jewels. Life. Yeah, kind of dig that. Got all the attack speed. Attack speed is going to help him keep his stacks up with the cyclone. If you're really desperate, I guess you could take an extra 4% there, but you should be fine. You don't need to go through this. It's just if you're struggling with resists, which you are because we completely changed all your gear. But yeah. If you're not struggling to resist, you can come up top. All this armor scaling does still help your Vol Molten Shell, which is good. And Vol Molten Shell is slightly a good mechanic, and you're a Jug, so you're scaling armor anyway, so you may as well just scale the armor really hard. I actually really like Sanctum of Thought. I feel like people kind of sleep on Sanctum of Thought a little bit. And if you're stacking armor really hard, it's honestly like not that bad. Would maybe consider it. What were you anointing on your old one? You were anointing Spirit Void for the mana. Again, you don't need to do that whole thing. If you're really struggling, you could always go for something like Lucidity, but you can just go for a Gemini Claw to get the mana gain on hit that way. You can also get mana gain on rings and on jewels. So let's redo the cluster jewels. So we want one of those in the build. And let's go cluster minion. Don't need minion. Did you have damage of full life on your? Yes, you did. Okay, just checking. Let's see. Nope. Renewal. Means of chance to deal double damage. Yes. And the 1% life regen will help keep your Holy Relic alive. Rotten Claws, chance to impale. Oh, Skeletal Atrophy. So you go for Rotten Claws. And then for the suffix, you've got minions created recently. Nope. Primordial Bond. You're not doing golems. Vicious Bites. You're doing crits. What do people take? They just go Call to the Slaughter? My pal take on his one. Oh, he didn't run a large. He just went straight. He just only did medium. Okay. Out of interest, Let's have a look, see. For Herald of Agony Jugg. See what they ran for their class jewels. Medium, yeah, it didn't run a large. Medium, it didn't run a large. Raise and Pillage. Renewal, and then 2 jewels. And again, Cold on Point Saffles. Medium, yeah. Cold on Point Saffles. Yeah, Saffles seems like, if you're gonna go for shield, yeah. Feasting Fiends calls the soul to renewal. And then that's Drax. It's just 10% damage. Probably rather have Rotten Claws, the chance to impale. It's not much, but it's something. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. You basically just want the renewals, the damage, 10% more damage. You don't care about the other ones. You want renewal, you want jewels, sockets, and that's really that. Then for mediums, it's the Herald minion ones. My brain is turning off. Herald. Let's see. Minions have effect by Herald. Leads run slower. Minions still increase damage. Herald, yeah. Increase damage each. Nope. Nope. Minions still 26 increase effect by Herald. Minions 26 increase effect by Herald protecting you. Probably invigorating portents. For 20% damage, 10% movement speed. Oh wait, no, you want the extra virulence, sorry. And then a jewel. So you want 2 of those. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let me cut some points. And then you go on the end there. And then you shove here. You could go for Fettle. You could go for avoid ailment stuff. You could go for max chaos res if you went Divine Flesh, but you don't have. You could shove a Divine Flesh down here if you rejigged your tree a little bit. You'd cut some points. Maybe you cut these points off. Maybe it's not worth reading all these points, the extra endurance charge. Maybe you just trim it here if you're low on points. But I would eventually want to come across this way. And yeah, I'd just go for a tree which kind of looks sort of like that. And now you're up to like 2 mil deeps, 6k life with like a bunch of gear missing. I would want to cut across. I would want to come across for Vigor and Golem's Blood, but you know, it is what it is. To cut down on points, you could cut all this armor stuff. And then you could do that. And then maybe you cut these points. I don't know if you really need Spectral Command. You could also go for Fortify effects. Steadfast would be pretty solid. I'll be tempted to go through the Fortify effect since you're right next to it. I think I'd probably do a tree which looks sort of like that. I think that's kind of what I'd settle on if I was to play this character. 213% life, some Fortify effects, a bunch of armor scaling. I'd be kind of tempted to slap in Sanctum of Thought because I think people sleep on it a bit. You could also, if you don't want to shove a Timeless Jewel in here, you could come up and shove a Timeless Jewel in here. You could also experiment with dropping a whole bunch of points and doing another set of cluster jewels up here or down here. But yeah, that's basically what I'd go for. I'd go for something kind of like that. And then, obviously fill in this ring with, you know, life, percent life, dex, whatever it is you're missing. Chaos res, you know. I've been running amethyst rings on, like, all of my builds this league. I just think amethysts are kind of OP. Amethyst, Born of Chaos, small jewels, you know. But basically just like, I don't know, have a good life ring, have whatever resist, whatever stats you need. I think that's kind of what I'd go for. Oh, so I'd drop this, all this rubbish. It's just self-cast, proj weak. It's really not that deep. You only need to do it on bosses. That's literally the only thing you need to do it on. It's really not that big of a deal. Well, yeah. I hope that's mildly helpful for you. If you've got any questions, if you've got any suggestions, people watching this on YouTube, please do let us know. Also, how do you guys enjoy playing Herald of Agony without your brain turning off? Because it's a really powerful build, super strong, but whenever I play it, I want to take a nap. So how do you keep Herald of Agony interesting? It's like I keep meaning to maybe go back to because it's just such a solid build, especially when I'm playing hardcore. But it's just, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Any specific times jewels to go for? For the times jewels, I would go Divine Flesh. That is the any damage taken as chaos damage. It's just super strong. You get access to a whole bunch of chaos res already from being a marauder. You've got chaos res up here, so you're already like so close to capping out your chaos res. It's just a no-brainer. And then you can do a Born of Chaos to increase max res here. You can go for a Saffles for max chaos res. If you don't want to do double cold iron points, you can just go double cold iron points and go full dippers. Yeah. But yeah, no. I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Herald of Agony, by the way. Bye-bye.